How can you say that you're born again and you're still doing the stuff before? When they say born again, that means something new has happened in your life. Some people say, well, I'm born like this, I was born like that. The Bible says you must be born again. So if you were born that way before, after you're born again, you're not like that no more. Ooh-wee. I ain't like that. That prodigal son was out of range and disconnected. But this is how God works. Right when he's at the point to about to eat, I don't know if y'all know what pigs eat. Pigs eat anything that's left over. So whatever, it's mold on it, it stank. I mean, they just eat anything. And I mean, their faces be all up in the store and they carrying on. And this son had got so desperate to where he looked at the food that the pig was eating and said, man, that looked pretty good. Fast forward to you. God blesses you with great things, but you go back to the garbage and look at the garbage and start looking good. Some of y'all done got out of relationships that you know you shouldn't have been in. God let you out of that, and then all of a sudden you get lonely. And you know what you do? You start looking at old pictures. She is kind of cute. He don't look that bad. Yeah, he hit me, but yeah, she lied on me. Yeah, I got this certain itch. And you start looking at the trash that God delivered you from. All because you're out of range and you disconnected. And you're trying to find some kind of connection. And God is saying, you don't have to go back to your trash. You don't have to go back to that mess. I done blessed you and gave you something better than that. You don't have to go back to that no more. See, I want somebody to hear me that is thinking about doing something stupid. God has helped you with your anger issues, but you want to go back and do the same stupid stuff. God set you free from drugs, but you still looking at people that's doing drugs and say, you know what, being high, that seems kind of cool. But you knew what it did to you. Drinking. Oh yeah, man, drinking is cool, but you knew your dad and your mama was alcoholic and you saw what that did to them, but you know what, it's cool with me. Out there want to have sex. And all this other stuff, you got all kinds of people with diseases, but you know what, you say it won't happen to me. Because you're out of range and you disconnected. But I'm praying that God will help you to connect again. And if you never had connection, guess what? I can get you to a connection. I can help you get connected. And it'll be better than any phone company that you know. And guess what? It's free. It's free. The connection is free. It ain't no monthly fee. Ain't no 2-year plan. It's free. As a matter of fact, you ain't even got to get no phone with this one. There's no catch to this. It's free. All you have to do is say yes. This is what I want. I want to be changed. I want a connection. I want to be healed. I need this in my life. I can't be the same way. I can't do the same old stuff. I've been like this long enough. It's time for a connection. They have a commercial out of Verizon. He said, can you hear me now? And the purpose of Verizon doing that is telling you that no matter where you are,
shut up, Tommy.
They have a signal strong enough to get to where you are. Well, I'm telling you, I know a signal stronger than Verizon. Can you hear me now? That no matter where you are, no matter how bad things get, no matter how much you cry, no matter how much you want to give up, no matter how much people lie on you, no matter how much they do things to you, no matter what happens in your life, I know a signal strong enough to get to where you are. I know a signal that no matter how desperate things get, it can get to where you are. I don't care what's going on in your family. I know a signal that can get to where you are. They could be in a coma. I know a signal that can get to where they are. I met a woman this weekend, 85 years old, laying in this bed, nursing home. I walked in the room. Her son took me there to meet his mother. I walked in there and met her. Frail woman. He said, you know, I want you to meet him. That old woman looked over at me and she said, I know him. For real? I don't know you. And I mean, she was convinced in her mind that she knew me, but that's not important. The woman, her eyes never really opened that much. Her body was shaking. She looked like she was in some kind of pain. And all her son wanted me to do was go pray. And so I decided, I said, well, you know what, that's something. I'm just going to go in here. I talked a little bit. I'm going to pray. Whole time he's doing this. And she laying on his bed, just shaking. And he said, do you mind if we pray for you? And she said something. We didn't understand what she said. He said, do you mind if he pray for you? And finally, I guess she said yes. So he closed his eyes, she closed hers, I closed mine, and I began to pray. And I told God, I said, I need you to do something for these two. I want you to show that you're real. That I'm not just here saying some words. This ain't no hocus pocus mess, but this is real. And so, after I said amen, her eyes were still closed. So in my mind, I'm thinking, she probably fell asleep. Let me tell you something. As I began to stand up from the side of her bed, the woman's eyes popped open as if somebody had shocked her. And she didn't have no teeth in her mouth. But I tell you what, the woman started talking as if we had known each other for years. It seemed like an excitement came over her. And her son looked like, what just happened? What did you do? I'm like, I was on this side of the bed, away, he was over there, right next to us. I ain't touch her, you ain't got to worry about nothing like that. It's all good. What happened was, the power of God came in that room and touched that woman. It was a connection that they had never had before. And when it came in the room, not only did I see it, he saw it, but she felt it. What am I saying? If you can learn that you can get a connection, and you use the connection that you got, oh my God. That's why I keep telling y'all I'm going to keep praying for y'all. Because I got a connection. And I'm praying that each and every one of y'all get connected. And I'm praying that there will be no drop calls. I'm praying there will be no disconnection. I'm praying there will be no out of range. And I'm talking about when you get up out of here, some of y'all are going back to bad situations, and you know you are. Going to situations that's no good, dealing with stuff that you don't know how to deal with. I'm praying that when you leave, God keeps that connection. And matter of fact, that he makes it stronger so that when you get out there, you can be better than what you were before you got here. That's what you need, a connection. Can you hear me now? And that's what God's question is to you today. Can you hear me now? Do I have to blow something down to get your attention? Did somebody got to die before you look in my direction? Or can you hear me? Do you hear that all I want is a relationship with you? I'm not asking for too much. I done gave you God knows how many years of life. You done what you wanted to do. You was with who you just wanted to be with. And all I'm asking you now is to give me a life. Change for the better. All I'm asking, I told you, ain't no 2-year plan. This is a lifetime plan right here. And it got insurance. It's insurance that when I die and I leave this place, I got a good place to go to. Some of these phone companies ain't got no good insurance. You drop your phone in the toilet, you're done. But this coverage is a blood coverage. That no matter what happens, I can get dropped, I can get ran over, anything can happen. I'm covered. I hope you caught up with that. I know some people, I ain't never had no cell phone. So I don't know, man, you don't. Love it about the country. Well, for you country folk, the can with the string on it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You stay connected, but if they cut that string, huh? Yeah, y'all know, look, I got everybody now. So string folks, cell phone folk, I got all y'all. And for those that ain't got the string and the thing, my mama, she had the voice that I was 3 parks over. And when she called my name, I wouldn't say, that's your